So
Recording in progress.
this year we every year we like to observe the special Bhadra Purnima opportunity.
So this year, like every year, we like to observe this special Bhadra Purnima opportunity.
And I'm just reading in Mayapur how Parikshit Maharaj, the grandson of Arjuna,
We were just reading in Mayapur how Parikshit Maharaj, the grandson of Arjuna,
he sacrificed his life so that you have the Srimad Bhagavatam.
he sacrificed his life so that you can have the Srimad Bhagavatam.
So Arjuna, he was put in illusion, so Bhagavad Gita was manifested.
Arjuna, he was put into illusion so that the Bhagavad Gita will be manifested.
And his grandson, Parikshit Maharaj, he heard the Bhagavatam in 7 days and 7 nights.
And his grandson, Parikshit Maharaj, he heard the Srimad Bhagavatam for 7 days and 7 nights.
7 nights.
7 nights.
We don't know when we're going to leave.
We don't know when we are going to leave.
Today I heard that one of my dear disciples, Anadi Jagannath Das, in Bengaluru, he left his body last night.
Today I heard that one of my very dear disciple, Anadi Jagannath Das in Bangalore, he left his body last night.
And we don't know when we're going to leave.
So, and we don't know when we are going to leave.
But I get though he had 7 days.
But Parikshit Maharaj knew that he had 7 days.
And he heard the Srimad Bhagavatam in 7 days and 7 nights.
And he heard the Srimad Bhagavatam in 7 days and 7 nights.
And so if people can take the Bhagavatam and put it in their house,
And people, they can take the Bhagavatam and put in their house.
that's a wonderful thing.
That's a wonderful thing.
Actually, Gita and Bhagavat are kind of literary incarnations of the Lord.
Actually, Gita and Bhagavatam are the literary incarnations of the Lord.
Bhagavatam is spoken about Krishna.
Bhagavatam has spoken about Krishna.
So if we can distribute sets of Bhagavatam, then people can easily achieve perfection in their life.
If we can distribute the sets of Bhagavatam, then people can easily achieve perfection in their lives.
Giving all the substance of this Vedic literature, the Srimad Bhagavatam,
By giving oral reception to this Vedic literature, this Srimad Bhagavatam,
which is the ripened fruit of the Vedic tree,
which is considered to be the ripened fruit of the Vedic tree,
then we will all get the divine perfection of human life.
then we will all get divine perfection of human life.
Lord Chaitanya said, Bharati Bhumi, Janma Hiraja, Janma Sata Kore, Korporo
Lord Chaitanya said, Bharata Bhumi te Janma Vansa Janma Hoila Jar, Jivan Sartak Kori Koropar, Janma Sartak Kori Koro Paropakar.
So if you consider Bharat Bhumi to be India,
So you consider Bharat Bhumi to be India,
then we should distribute all books, great number in India.
so then we should distribute all the books, great numbers in India.
Of course, in one sense, the whole planet used to be called, like other planets, as Bharat.
So, of course, in one sense, this Earth planet is supposed to be called by other planets as Bharatavarsha.
So we want all the people and the whole planet to get purified, we have the Bhagavatam set.
So we want all the people in this earth planet to be purified by having the Bhagavatam sect.
And they should also read it.
And they should also read it.
I saw drama in Chennai.
I saw one drama in Chennai.
I told many times
I told this many times.
that children playing Yamadutas,
Children, they were playing the roles of Yamaduta,
and one was Yamaraj.
and one was Yamaraj.
So one thing they said,
One thing they said,
this song, they have the people have sets of Bhagavatam in their house.
one thing they were saying, this ISKCON, they are having people to have sets of Bhagavatam in their house.
We can't go near their house.
You can't go near their house.
So, especially we have a secret of a job. We put out our business.
So we have to seek another job. We are being put out of business.
So I tell people, please give the Yamadutas a vacation.
So I tell the people, please give the Yamaduta a vacation.
So, in one sense, if we can distribute more and more Srimad Bhagavatam sets,
So in one sense, we should distribute more and more Srimad Bhagavatam sets
give a vacation to Yamadutas.
to give vacation to the Yamadutas.
Hello! But that's the one way of saying.
That's one way of saying.
Of course, if a person has a Bhagavatam set and reads it,
Of course, if a person has a Bhagavatam set and reads it,
his or her dormant love of Krishna awakens.
his or her dormant love of Krishna is awakened.
Immediately, that person is freed from material lamentation,
Immediately, that person is freed from material lamentation,
illusion, and fearfulness,
illusion, and fearfulness.
and in the heart, loving devotional service for Lord Sri Krishna sprouts up.
In their hearts, loving devotional service to Lord Krishna sprouts up.
So, Srimad Bhagavatam is a miracle book.
So Srimad Bhagavatam is a miracle book.
What's our goal for this year?
What's the goal for this year? 43,000 Srila Guru Maharaj.
Nice goal.
Nice goal.
What did we do last year?
What did you do last year, Prabhuji?
35,000. Maharaj, we're gonna show you the maps like we usually do. We're gonna show you the whole thing in a PowerPoint. And there's a system. We have an idea for the next 5 years how to get to 100,000 sets. And I'll show you the progression and how we attend to it, how we're going to achieve it together.
We'll do it.
We are going to do it.
Hari Hari Bo. May we show you the
Last year was that video. You can do it or something.
Last year the video was you can do it or something like that, right, Prabhuji?
Yes, this year the theme is Save Earth Now, because we felt that the earth is in such peril and people don't know what to do. We have the medicine.
The theme is Save the Earth Now.
Save Earth Now.
Save Earth Now.
Very good.
Very good.
Maybe, yes.
The Srimad Bhagavatam can definitely say that.
The Srimad Bhagavatam can definitely save the earth.
We should dedicate ourselves to distributing and reading the Srimad Bhagavatam.
So we should dedicate ourselves for distributing and reading the Srimad Bhagavatam.
I think encouraging my disciples and all the devotees to get their Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta degrees.
I've been encouraging all my disciples and all the others to get the Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta degrees.
By reading Srimad Bhagavatam, by reading every canto of Srimad Bhagavatam,
By reading the Srimad Bhagavatam, by reading every canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam,
by getting association with Krishna,
we are getting association with Krishna.
I'm giving a question and answer with my group from the Middle East.
I'm giving question and answer with my group
From the Middle East.
from the Middle East
And Southern California.
and from San Diego, California.
And they're right confused. I mean, how can we directly talk with the Supreme Personality of Godhead?
They're very confused. How can we directly talk with the Supreme Personality of Godhead?
The concept that God is impersonal,
The concept, the God is impersonal,
or you cannot talk to Him.
you cannot talk to Him.
And Bhagavatam shows so many occasions where the devotees talk with the Supreme Lord.
And the Bhagavatam shows so many occasions where the devotees, they talk to the Supreme Lord.
So, in this way, Srimad Bhagavatam is kind of a revolution.
So in this way, the Srimad Bhagavatam is a kind of a revolution.
We don't want to, I'm not saying people should convert or anything,
We are not saying people should convert or anything,
but they should know the Bhagavatam.
but they should know the Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam was written 5,000 years ago before any other religion was existing in the world.
Bhagavatam was written 5,000 years ago before any other religions were existing on the earth.
So if people don't understand the science of Bhagavatam,
So if people can understand the science of Srimad Bhagavatam,
we can really understand everything.
they can really understand everything.
But your point is very good. That presently, the climate changes,
That your point is very good. Presently, due to the climate changes,
due to the wars,
due to the wars,
Russia-Ukraine war,
Russia and Ukraine war,
and all kinds of wars are going on.
and all kinds of wars are going on.
And when news broadcasts that say world at war,
In one news broadcast, they were saying world at war.
and our present world is very disturbed.
Our present world is very disturbed.
And what's the solution?
What's the solution?
So, Srimad Bhagavatam, if people would take that to heart,
If Srimad Bhagavatam, if people would take that to heart,
it has so much transcendental bliss,
that has so much transcendental bliss,
and that would solve all the problems.
and it would solve all the other problems.
If they could chant Hare Krishna
But if they can chant Hare Krishna
and dance in ecstasy,
and dance in ecstasy
take some Krishna Prasada,
and take some Krishna Prasadam
and read some Srimad Bhagavatam,
and read Srimad Bhagavatam,
then that's our process of Bhakti Yoga.
and that's our process of Bhakti Yoga.
So, I'm anxious to see your videos.
I'm anxious to see your videos, Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you, Maharaj. I especially took away, I mean, so many gems in your talk today, as usual. I especially liked the presentation about how when you have the Bhagavatam in your house, then Yamaraj won't come there. I think that will be highly effective in our presentation. Haribol.
Raise your hand. Who wants Yamadutta to come to your house?
So I ask you, raise your hand. Who wants Yamadutta to come to your house?
Nobody raised their hand.
Nobody raise their hand.
And who wants to buy Srimad Bhagavatam?
So then you should buy Srimad Bhagavatam.
Haribol. Haribol. Jai. Okay, let's show Maharaj the slides. You can put them on the screen. For your transcendental pleasure, Maharaj, this is our theme this year, Save Earth Now. It's the medicine, it's the panacea. It's the only thing that will actually work. It's what Prabhupada had in mind when he came across on the Jaladuta. He brought trunks full of Srimad Bhagavatam. He quoted the Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimvatam Swakata Krishna, etc. And so this is real. It's not just sentiment, and it's not just some hobby. This is real. We have to save the earth. We are the ones delegated. We've been deputized by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Srila Prabhupada asked us to do it. We have to put our heart and soul into this, and we have to be the ones that intervened. Prabhupada said the world is on a suicide course, so we have to save them. So please, devotees, let's do this. We have to do it with full vigor. So this is in the next slide. How would,
In
yes, Maharaj.
1968,
I bought the original set of Bhagavatam that Prabhupada brought from India.
I bought the original sets of Bhagavatam that Prabhupada brought from India.
Here I am.
Here I am.
Haribo.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Sanjeev.
Jai. Haribol.
Okay, please show the next slide. This is the Srimad Bhagavatam on the rise. So we started Bhadra campaign in 2018, and the first 2 years we see a plateau, but then during the pandemic, when things looked the most bleak and when it seemed as if it might be impossible, and as Mahatma Das, the great Mahatma, says, in the Krishna consciousness movement, we have our fun by showing how the impossible can become possible. And that's what happened. But then it continued. In 2021, we increased again by 46%. And last year, 2021, we did 35,432 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam worldwide. So now we have a 5-year plan. You'd show the next slide, please. Hello. So by 2026, 5 years hence, we will, working together, develop the capacity to distribute in 2026 at least 100,000 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams globally.
Haribol.
Hari Hari Bol. So this is an image of a button that we're distributing. It's a sticker, it's a button. And we ask everybody to advocate for this, that let's do this together. And here's how we'll do it. By getting a 23% increase every year. So this year's goal over last year's at 23% increase for the planet is 43,000 sets of Bhagavatams. That keeps us on track to get to 100,000 sets by 2026. And now here, Maharaj, for your consideration are some of the maps. And these are numbers that are developing now. What you see on the bottom, the number is what represents the pledges so far that are made by the various centers around the that you see on the map. So this is for North America. The pledges so far are at 4,415. This is in Europe. The pledge is 1,539.
They haven't really stepped out yet.
What's that?
Not every country's got it.
Not every country is there. Many countries has to be there, Prabhuji.
I know, that's why we show the maps, because when you look at it, Maharaj, when you put your glance on it and see that somebody's not there, and then you say, where are they? That's when people start to move. So, yeah, we'd like to see every single center make some pledge. So wherever there's a blank there, we're trying to bring it to light, because where attention goes, energy flows. And we want to bring attention so that everyone can feel like they're part of the campaign. Nothing is too small. The pledges have to be something more than 0 and not less than 1.
They're having wildfires in Europe.
They are having wildfires in Europe.
The way to solve that is put on the Srimad Bhagavatam fire.
So the way to solve that is to put on the Srimad Bhagavatam fire.
Jai. Hari Hari.
A rainwater.
The rainwaters. Bring the rainwaters of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Here's what South America looks like right now. We have Argentina, and we have Chile, Peru, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Costa Rica. But this, we feel this continent has perhaps the most potential in the world to expand because of the leadership of the devotees there, and the people's hearts are so good. I think that this could be one of or the #1 country in the world for book distribution.
They're having a meeting tomorrow night.
They are having a meeting tomorrow night.
I mean, morning in the New York, India night.
Morning in New York, but in India
They
it's
like
night.
to send a message to the who's he's traveling. He's like, but Madras or I can Guru Mangal Ecuador is the vice chairman.
Guru Mangal in Ecuador, he's the vice chairman.
And secretary is Mahaprabhu.
I'm not sure.
Paramatma Prabhu?
Paramatma.
Paramatma.
And the secretary is Paramatma.
He'll be join the meeting.
He will be chatting.
He'll join the meeting.
I can send you the Latin American RGB number.
So I'll send you the Latin American RGB Zoom link, meeting link.
Okay, Maharaj, great.
It's not on the agenda.
It's not on the agenda.
Put it on the agenda.
I'll put it on the agenda.
Okay, we'll make sure that they have the map, so if you want to look at it during the meeting, you can have that. Okay, here we are in Fiji. Fiji, when they first started, they thought they couldn't distribute any sets, but now it's breaking out in Fiji. They're making pledges so far of 26 sets. And then we're coming to Australia. They're at pledges at 297. And then we have New Zealand at 101. I must say that, in New Zealand, the population is much smaller, obviously, than in many other places. The devotees go out of their way to travel to various villages to find people to take Srimad Bhagavatam. And this kind of distribution means these are people who have never even heard of Vedic culture or the concepts that we're presenting, but the devotees are so expert. They're developing ways to distribute the sets of Srimad Bhagavatams to people who have heard about it only for the first time. So this is a big breakthrough in the world that devotees are able to do this. It's very important. Okay, the next one we have is Africa. Save Africa now. In each one of the continents, it's the same theme, save your continent. And we have pledges at 296. Some of these maps aren't filled in yet because we're getting information minute by minute, and they'll become more complete as we go along, and we'll show these maps to you later, Maharaj, as they develop. Okay, coming soon, India. We're getting some information from India. They move slower because there's so many people to consider and so many areas to consider, but we're just fleshing out and talking to the leaders in India to get the specifics and the details about who's pledging what in the various places around India. But when we get that, we'll let you know also. Then this year, we're going to have a yajna on September 10th, a worldwide presentation. That is, we're going to open it to everybody in the world, invite people everywhere to participate in the Bhadra Dana Yajna. And we'll be listing all the people who have contributed towards the yajna, who have donated sets of Bhagavatams and so forth. And we'll have various speakers talking about the glories of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And at this yajna, we'll also reveal the results. Some of the results will be counted afterwards because it takes a little while, but we'll have a general idea about how well we did up to September 10th.
Where this Yakya will be, Prabhuji?
Pardon me, Marj, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Where this Yakya will be held?
This year, I think we're going to hold the yajna in Tirupati.
Tirupati Srila Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, we had it planned for Naimisharanya, but there were some logistical challenges there. So Tirupati gave us the best opportunity.
Last year was at Aholam, right?
Last year it was in Ahobilam, right? No.
Yes. Naimisharanya.
Naimisharanya Maharaj.
So we'll be going around the world and holding these types of meetings by Zoom in each continent and dealing with the various leaders from each part of the world. And most important in this endeavor is that
Malaysia.
book distribution is quantifiable. We know the reason we're doing it, but we also have to do it in an ever-increasing manner. It means we have to look at the numbers and we have to make our own numbers locally. And if everyone can consider that we're increasing, we're going towards 23% this year. So if you're an individual or if you're in charge of a small unit, a community somewhere or a continent, think in terms of how to increase by at least 23% over last year.
I didn't see any thing out for Malaysia and that part of Asia.
I didn't see anything from Malaysia, Southeast Asia, Far East Asia,
Indonesia, Philippines,
Indonesia,
Hong Kong.
Philippines,
They're coming soon, Maharaj.
Canada.
It's around now that everyone's awakening and putting in their scholars. So we're connecting with the leaders there to get their pledges, and they're forthcoming. So we didn't want to show you a blank map from those places. But as soon as we get the information, we're going to circle back with you and give it to you.
Thank you very much.
Malini,
Thank you, Maharaj.
All right.
All right.
Everyone here is fired up.
Everyone here is fired up.
About the
for Bhadra Purnima.
Yeah,
Are you all?
okay.
Maharaj,
They are not hearing. They are not hearing. No, we just.
I saw Deva Prabhu.
I saw Bhima Prabhu.
yes, Bhima Prabhu spoke first today, and he told about Srila Vyasadeva feeling incomplete until he got the instruction to bring out the Srimad Bhagavatam. And he also said that although we may be doing everything right, following the regular principles, chanting 16 rounds, we may not feel transcendently normal until we get involved in the Sankirtan of distributing Srimad Bhagavatam. And everyone very much appreciated his points.
He's an Indian devotee geared up for the Bhagavatam distribution.
Bhima Prabhu is the Indian BBT is geared up for the Bhagavatam distribution.
I'm your servant, Maharaj.
I'm your servant, Maharaj.
the talk ended and then the rain came.
Here your talk ended and the rain came.
Very
Also,
Hari Hari.
auspicious.
Auspicious beginning.
Yes.
Maharaj, thank you very much for gracing this event. We depend on your glance and your words of encouragement to rise to the occasion.
send me some things I will put up on the social media.
So please send me these posters and all these things. I can put it up in the social media.
Yes, Maharaj.
Save Earth now.
Haribol. Gaur Premanande Haribol. Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Maharaj.
All glories to Grantaraj
thank you.
Bhagavatam Ki Jai.
I should say.